Welcome back to another week at the farm. It's snowy again. Yesterday it snowed, I think we got probably 6 or 7 inches of really fluffy snow. I thought I would just talk a little bit about the importance of snow for farmers, because sometimes it can be a real cause of anxiety, especially farmers that have a lot of high tunnels or do winter growing or greenhouses. It can be scary when the snow is piling on top and then sliding down and causing weight along the edges as well. I have a farmer friend of mine not too far from here who had 2 Kwanset structures, which are, they're rounded, they're not Gothic, right next to each other, and the snow load falling down from both collected in the middle between the 2 and collapsed both his greenhouses. So it can be heartbreaking when there's a ton of snow really fast and it's really heavy and wet. Thankfully, we had no damage to our greenhouse. And personally, snow, I love snow. I think it's wonderful. One, because I came from California and I never saw snow. I grew up in a beach town. And so I remember on our back deck once it snowed, which was basically fluffy hail, and we were all really excited. But here, you know, seeing 12 to 20 inches, it's just makes the landscape beautiful, and it's really beneficial to the landscape as well. A lot of people don't realize that snow, it actually creates a warmer environment for the soil. So if you have a few inches of snow, that first layer of soil underneath stays relatively within the 30 to 32 degree range, because snow is very, very insulative. Just think of igloos. So that can be very important for overwintered crops, like overwintered, if you're doing, you know, grain and hay and that kind of commodity crop, but also for a winter cover crop. Like we have winter rye planted right now, and vetch, and that'll come back in the spring if it doesn't get too cold without insulation. So snow can be really important for that. It also traps nitrogen that's in the atmosphere. It traps it in the snow, and then it's accessible into the ground. So, you know, I wouldn't cancel your fertilizer bill, but it does add some nutrients to the soil as well, which can be very important. I've also noticed on these warmer winters that we've had, the pest pressure has been a lot worse. And so having a thick layer of snow and, you know, some really, really cold nights can be super important for that. So yeah, I say embrace the snow when you can. Right now it's February 8th, and people are starting to get the first seeds in the greenhouse and starting to pay for that propane bill. So that can be a little bit challenging when you get these really, really cold nights and you're paying for an energy bill, but it's worth it for what comes. So thanks for joining me for another snow day. Hopefully next week we'll be able to show you some little sprouts in the greenhouse, or the first little seeding tray. Thanks so much.